Welcome in, everybody. This is another Stormgate cast. I'm Algorithmore, and this is Aurora. Actually, ARMA is how I know this player. ARMA is a Korean player. Shout out ARMA, and a huge shout out to ARMA for sending me this game. ARMA thinks it's going to be a fun one for us to watch, and I believe it will be. And ARMA's opponent in this match, playing in the Infernal faction in the blue colors. This is Osmani Sonko, also known as SenagloRuskov, I believe. SenagloRuskov, I think, playing under this name. Both of these players not playing under their main accounts, but I will do my best to keep track of who's who and remember who they are. And if I got it wrong, which I only do about 50% of the time, let me know in the comments down below. But we are still in the Stormgate era. You can see our Stormgates out getting ready in the center of the map. They'll be ready in about 2 minutes for their first Stormgate. But we're seeing our first Brute out on the map. And what's this? This is a okay, it's a Conclave. It's not anything fancy. And what do we got here? Another Iron Vault. Whereas that's our first creation chamber from ARMA, who opened Purifier. And a creation array, which is why the collection array, sorry, it was why the creation chamber is so slow. There's no healing camps anymore. Oh, Morph Core chopped down some trees, and we're putting power banks back there. That's going to allow power on the high ground to maybe charge Argents or the Arc ship there, while they won't be easily targeted down. Okay, so this Argent can get in there. It's going to soak up the power. We have another Argent. Now remember, powered shots do 4 times the blast. That looked a little strange to me. It looked like the powered shot got wasted there, but it might have just been an animation bug or something there. Another power bank down. That Brute is returning home. And Brutes and Gaunts, we have our first Tribute Pyre up, our second Tribute Pyre being created here. And it looks like we're still on
Dimensional rift detected.
Tier 1.
A Stormgate will activate soon.
Our first Stormgate activating. We have Argents on their way. We also have Brutes and Gaunts on their way, I think. Osmani, Senaglo has the army to win here.
A Stormgate has appeared.
But I'm not sure if ARMA intends to fight the Stormgate or is here to pick off Brutes and Gaunts. So see how a few of the units that got pulled into the aggro of the Argents, but the Argents doing their best to try and delay that, but yes, Senaglo does get it, and he gets the Creeping Horror. The Creeping Horror. Bayo says that's a dangerous word to say. The Creeping Horror walks, and it's pretty fast, but it shoots this goop that slows down units. It's in the front. It doesn't want to get focused down. ARMA has positioned his Argents to be in this Sim City, around the power banks, under the Arc ship. All of those are the most beneficial. You see him go pick off the effigy there, but Senaglo has retreated with his Creeping Horror. And instead is taking a third. And is this we already have a third up for ARMA, taken on this island map, which on Boneyard has always been a very popular base to take as a Celestial, since you don't actually need a dropship or anything to get over there. Whereas the other two factions do need the dropship to get up there. And Brute going out to check for third base, not knowing that the third base is actually here. And Argent's heading, okay, they're going to go heal up at the healing camp, the Wellspring, sorry, there's no healing camps anymore. And they healed up real quick. Now what they really want is an energy camp. If that was still an energy camp there, they would happily soak that up. Look at how many chambers we got here. 2, 4, 6, 8 chambers, plus the Guardian Nexus, which is researching the rollout ability right now. So we're going to get Kree added, or we have a few Kree already. They're going to get that rollout. There we go. And I've been noticing this in the meta for Celestials right now versus Infernal. You build up those Argents, which can be your defensive units at the beginning. And then once you have a nice ball of them, you add your Kree. Because Kree can be a great front line to, you know, deal with brutes. Oh, they can roll around behind and get on top of Gaunts to do some serious damage. They can find a little imp like that, kill him. Scout Fiend. And now in go the Gaunt, or in go the Kree. Argent's trying to stay on the low ground here to hold the army back, but they have to kite the brutes. They don't want to be in full engagement in the brutes.
Detected. A Stormgate will activate soon.
As this battle is happening, a Stormgate activates. ARMA pulls back, more Kree added. A single Cabal has been added to this group. Ooh, this is a good engage. All these Kree on top of Gaunts. So many Gaunts going down there. We see the slow effect from the creeping horror. Stormgate is up top left, but this battle is still going on. This is a better engage for Senaglu as his brutes are finally on the front line. Still has that creeping horror in the back, adding the slow effect, which is definitely helping. But there's a ton of Argents, and the Argents do get one tribute pyre. And now maybe they're going for the Stormgate. More units. You don't want to be caught out here. This Cabal is very dangerous. But yeah, ARMA's going for the Stormgate. Probably is going to get it. Fiend's running around trying to see what's up. Most of the units are coming along the top. Cabals added right now. Stormgate. And what do we get? Are these the cloners? Soul Forges. So that's a double clone. What's he going to clone with his Soul Forges? We'll see. Maybe saves it for like an Archangel or something. Maybe uses it. The units he has right now, I'm not sure what you would use it. Maybe Cabals? I don't know. There's nothing here that's super big and juicy that you're like, I want more of these. Most of the units he has right now are massable units. You want to mass them up. So adding a couple more isn't a huge bonus. But ARMA is ahead in supply. And it's Magmadons, Hellborn added here. Spriggans come flying in now. Now that looks like a big Air Force of Spriggans, but remember a few patches ago, they got split into 2. So now you produce 2 at a time, and they're way more squishy. And they don't do as much damage. So even though it looks like there's a huge flock of them there, they're pretty squishy. They're like mosquitoes or something. They're easy to kill. But this is going to be a weird engage. I like how there's a bit of a flank setup, almost a natural flank setup for ARMA there. Although Senaglu pulls back. Nice gravity flux on the Magmadon there. Again, a little adjustment to try and get in better positioning. ARMA keeps pulling back. The Spriggans above are doing a lot of damage, it looks like, to the Argents. While the Kree are doing their best to keep the front line up. Spriggans pull back. It's just an Argent front line with Cabals now. The Cabals are going to pull back knowing that they don't want to risk themselves. And this army is forcing Aurora all the way back. ARMA back into his base. Kree show up to help deal with some of the Phantoms and Fiends there. But this looked like it was a good push out from Senaglu, who's now going to try and take out the 4th base, I'll call this. 3rd base here still doing fine. Prisms are going to go down. Array actually goes down first. Prisms are in full flight. ARMA did try and come to defend with his army, but it was mostly Cabals. And Cabals are not exactly the best defensive unit without a front line there. I don't see what happened. Is there a Soul Forge? Did it get used? I didn't see. Oh, they're still chilling in the back here. Waiting for some units. We have a Legion Hall here. And we have
Stormgate has appeared.
Archangel. There we go. Soul Forge is used. We're up to 4 Archangels. Stormgate is easily claimed by Senaglo. And he's going to go for... what? Nothing yet? Or did I miss it? Got his Peeping Horror still. Boom. And we got ourselves the Swarm Mother. I don't know if I've seen the Swarm Mother out doing her business yet. I think she makes a bunch of little baby swarmies or something. Ooh. Oh, I've never seen the gravity flux work like that before. I didn't realize that's how it worked. That's cool. It's like shot out little gravity flux balls that chase down the Spriggies. Looks like ARMA does want to do something, and ARMA does have the supply lead again, despite losing some of those battles earlier. Didn't, you know, lost the 4th base, which ARMA's placing back up. But this army is moving out. The effigies are giving vision of it, so Senaglo knows where it is. We have Spriggans versus Archangels, but the Archangels come down with huge meteor strikes in the back line, killing everything there, using their avatar farm to go to town. Only the Spriggans are staying alive right now. Kree managed to clean up everything. The Spriggans are still alive. There are a few Argents and Cabal that can help deal with the Spriggans. Kree trying to kill Magmadons, but the Magmadons getting huge AoE damage on them. Leaving just the Spriggans above, which are actually effective against this army. These poor Cabal, all out of energy, have to run home. And most of them get killed off here. This base is also going to probably go down. The Spriggans are the right tech here. And Senaglo has this base up and has got this base up. Is actually transferring a ton of his workers. But ARMA on this base is back up as well. Still working here. This base fully mined. Moving the collection array. But the Spriggans found this base, and unfortunately, this base has been going for a long time, but it's now destroyed. ARMA's going to do his best to try to get on top of these units, but again, it's the Spriggans that I think are doing the damage here. And what does he have to answer that? He's got his Argents. I guess he's got the Archangel too, but I think the Archangels kind of do poorly against the Spriggans.
Dimensional rift detected. A Stormgate will activate soon.
Stormgate in the bottom right. The Spriggans are way up here. Prism's running home. But the units are rushing to the Stormgate to try and get it. The Spriggans are going to move back in and get the Prisms.
A Stormgate has appeared.
Prism's dead. We have an array moving across the map. Another array. Ooh, the natural has gone down as well. Not good, not good. But Stormgate might get captured by ARMA. Ooh, Dragon arrived with the Spriggans. This could be bad news. ARMA might go down here. But we get a gravity flux on the Dragon. And actually, we get a mind control on the Dragon. We have a mind control Dragon here. We have... Whoa, are these cloned mind controlled dragons? What is going on here? We had a triple clone. We have 4 dragons on the map, but these are not infernal dragons. These are celestial dragons. And they are going to town on the army of Senaglo. Can they defeat these Spriggans is the question. Spriggans still do a lot of good damage. The dragons going to town. did a pretty good job, but unfortunately were not enough to win the game. And that's a GG from ARMA. While while they're discussing what exactly happened there. What exactly happened? So yes, the mind control happened and then the triple clone. Wow. Very fun, but nonetheless, ARMA has called GG in this game, and it was a brilliant game. I really enjoyed it. So good game, and I hope you all enjoyed that game.